Level 1. The label that sticks. The school gates open with a metallic scream. Slow, heavy, like the world itself is waking up tired. Students flood in. Bright uniforms, shiny shoes, new backpacks bouncing with every step. Laughter everywhere, loud enough to fill the air, like music only some people are invited to hear. And then, there is him. One stick figure stands slightly apart. Uniform faded, sleeves slightly too short, shoes cracked at the edges, barely holding together. His bag is not a bag people look at twice. It's worn, patched, and quiet. The moment he steps onto the school ground, the shift begins. Whispers, not loud at first, but sharp enough to cut. He's back. That's him. The poorest kid in school. Laughter follows like a shadow that refuses to leave. He keeps walking, head slightly down, but not fully defeated. Not yet. Because there is something dangerous about him. Something silent. He hears everything, but he reacts to nothing. A boy nearby drops a brand new lunchbox on purpose. It opens. Food spills. Someone laughs loudly. Maybe he should take it home for later. One student jokes. More laughter. The stick figure pauses for half a second. Just one. Then keeps walking. But inside, something tightens. Not anger yet. Not sadness yet. Something heavier. Something building. Level 2. Small humiliations. Heavy burdens classroom. Bright whiteboard. Clean desks. Sharp pencils clicking. But not all desks feel equal. He sits at the back. Always the back. Not because he chose it, but because space chooses him. The teacher is talking. But attention in the room is not on the lesson. It is on him. A folded paper lands on his desk. He opens it slowly. Drawing. A stick figure with holes in its shoes. Caption: King of Broke Land. Laughter erupts. He does not laugh. He does not speak. He folds the paper once, twice, carefully, like silence has weight. Then he puts it away. The bell rings. Chaos begins. Students rush out. Someone accidentally bumps his shoulder. His books fall. Pages scatter. No one stops. No one helps. Feet step over his things like they are invisible. A girl looks at him briefly, then looks away faster than she looked, like seeing him cost something. He kneels, slowly, collecting pages, one by one. And as he does, a voice behind him: "You should just leave this school, you know." No response, just breathing, controlled, measured, because something inside him is learning how to survive without exploding. But survival has a price. And it is stacking up. Level 3. Home is not an escape evening. The school disappears. The streets are long, dim, uneven. He walks home alone. No music, no phone, only footsteps. Then, home appears. Small room, cracked wall, weak light bulb flickering like it is tired of existing. His mother is there, sitting, silent, holding a bill in her hand. She doesn't need to speak for the message to land. Everything is already too much. The air is heavy. She tries anyway. "I spoke to the school again." Her voice is careful, controlled, like she is trying not to break. "They said the fees are overdue again." Silence. He puts his bag down. Slowly. His mother rubs her face. "I am trying. I really am trying." He nods. Not because he understands, but because he doesn't want her to fall apart in front of him. Then, a knock on the door. A neighbor's voice outside. "Tell him to stop going to school if there is no money. Why shame himself every day?" The words hit harder than anything inside the room. His mother closes her eyes, tight, like holding back a storm. He looks at the cracked wall. Not anger, not sadness, something forming deeper. A question that doesn't have a safe answer. How long can someone stay invisible before they disappear completely? Level 4. The offer school courtyard. The sun is harsher today. Or maybe it just feels that way. A group of older students stands near the corner. They are not laughing, not teasing, just watching, waiting. One of them steps forward. Calm voice. Controlled confidence. "You're always alone." No reply. "You're always quiet." Still nothing. The older student smiles slightly. "That's good." He tilts his head. "You don't have distractions." A pause. Then the real words come. "I need someone smart. Someone nobody notices." The air shifts. Something about the tone feels different. Not school drama. Not bullying. Something else. Power. The older student leans closer. "There are ways to make money in this place." A beat. "You just need to stop being afraid of how people see you." The stick figure does not answer immediately, but his eyes shift. Just slightly. Because for the first time, someone is not laughing at him. Someone is looking at him like he is useful. And that feeling is dangerous. Level 5. The first step off the edge night. City lights flicker in the distance. He stands outside a small shop. The older student is there again, handing him a small package. "Just deliver it. That's all." Simple words. Too simple. He holds the package, feels its weight, not heavy physically, heavy mentally. "What is inside?" he asks quietly. The older student shrugs. "Not your problem." Silence stretches, long, uncomfortable. Then he takes it. One decision, one movement, that changes the direction of everything. He walks, through streets, past shadows, every step louder in his mind than in reality. And then he delivers it. No explosion, no chaos, just money placed into his hand. Clean, fast, easy, too easy. He stares at it. For the first time, he feels something dangerous. Control, but far away. A school bell rings in memory. Laughter echoes faintly. And something inside him whispers, "This is not free." Level 6. The double life days pass. Then weeks. Morning, school. Night, deliveries. He begins to change, not in appearance, but in presence. He walks differently now, still quiet, but no longer shrinking. The bullying continues, but it hits differently now. Words still come, but they don't land the same way, because something in him is splitting. One version sits in class, the other moves in silence through the night, but cracks begin to show. A teacher calls him after class. "You're distracted." He says nothing. A classmate watches him leave early one day. Suspicion. Whispers grow again. But this time, they are not just about poverty. They say he's doing something at night. "I saw him with them." The story around him is changing, and stories can become weapons. One evening, the older student appears again, but this time, his tone is different. "We're expanding." Pause. "You need to do more." He hesitates, just slightly, the first real hesitation. But it is enough, because once more is accepted. There is no easy way back. Level 7. The collapse school. Morning. Everything feels normal. Too normal. Then, a teacher walks in with a phone. Serious face. Silent room. Then a video plays. Not clear, but recognizable enough. A figure. Him. Moving at night. Delivering packages. Whispers explode instantly. Gasps. Shock. Laughter returns, but different now. Not teasing. Not playful. Accusation. He stands frozen. The room turns against him in seconds. The teacher's voice cuts through. "Step outside." He does. No resistance. Outside the classroom, everything is quiet. Too quiet, because this is the moment where everything built begins to collapse. The older student is nowhere to be seen. Gone. Just like that. He realizes something slowly. He was never part of anything. He was only useful. Inside the building, footsteps approach. Security, maybe police. The world becomes sharp, unforgiving, and for the first time in a long time, he feels fear. Not of being poor, not of being laughed at, but of losing everything completely. Level 8, the breaking point and rebuild night again. But different now. No delivery, no school, no noise. Only silence. He sits alone on a rooftop overlooking the city. Lights stretch endlessly. Life continues below like nothing happened. But inside him, everything has stopped. The weight of choices presses down. The humiliation, the betrayal, the illusion of control, all of it colliding at once. His hands tremble slightly, then still. He breathes in, long, slow. Not escape, not running, just thinking. For the first time, truly thinking. And something changes. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. He stands, turns away from the edge, not falling, not disappearing, choosing something harder. Morning comes. School gate again. Same place, same faces. Whispers begin again. But he walks in anyway. This time, no shrinking, no hiding, no silence built from fear. He sits at his desk, opens his book, and writes. Not because everything is fixed, but because everything is not. Because survival is no longer the goal. Rebuilding is. The teacher notices. The class notices. Even the silence notices. And for the first time, he is not defined by what he lacks or what he did, but by what he decides to become next. The bell rings, but this time, it does not sound like an ending. It sounds like a beginning. A stick figure stands alone outside the school gate. Not poor, not powerful, not broken, just real. Wind moves gently. He takes one step forward, then another, and the world does not stop him. It simply watches as he walks into something new. Not escape, not survival, something greater. Change.